The rich heiress went to her boyfriend's village for the first time to have a meal, and surprisingly found that the steak at his house tasted exactly like the one she had at a five-star restaurant. Upon closer inspection, she realized the cooking technique and knife skills were at a chef's level. But to the man, it was just the simple homemade food he had grown up eating. Curious, the girl asked if such high-end dishes were served every day. To cover up, the woman lied, saying she had hired a five-star chef from the neighbor's house to help. The girl found this explanation reasonable. Just as she was about to enjoy the meal, her grandmother hurriedly asked her to use a silver fork, so as not to ruin the freshness of the meat. The woman was once again puzzled, not expecting such attention to detail in a rural meal. What she didn't know was that the man's family background was far from simple. His mother was actually the head of the world's top family. She had hidden her true identity, because she was worried that the man's girlfriend was after their wealth. So, she disguised herself as a simple rural woman. Just moments earlier, the man had been planning to rent a girlfriend to bring home for the new year. When the girl happened to sit in his car, it turned out that she was escaping her family's pressure to get married, and had no choice but to get into his car. At that moment, a rich second-generation heir chased them down, threatening the man not to drive or he wouldn't see tomorrow's sunrise. The man couldn't tolerate such humiliation, and floored the accelerator, quickly leaving the rich heir far behind. But of course, the van couldn't outrun the BMW, and the arrogant heir soon caught up again. The girl then offered a deal. If he could shake off the heir, she'd agree to any request. The man didn't ask for anything too outrageous, just for the girl to pretend to be his girlfriend, and accompany him home for the new year. Seeing that the man was handsome, and that she could escape the rich heir's harassment, the girl immediately agreed. With that, the man stepped on the gas, and soon arrived at his rural hometown. However, he didn't know that his mother's background was extraordinary. She was actually the head of New York's top family, and he was the sole heir. His mother had hidden her identity all this time, fearing that his girlfriend would be after their family's money, and had even disguised herself as a rural woman to meet her future daughter-in-law. When the girl saw the housekeeper's LV belt and the $1 million watch, she was immediately told to take them off. This was all to test whether the man's girlfriend was materialistic. When they sat down for dinner, the grandmother took out a jade bracelet worth 1 billion yuan and insisted on putting it on the girl's wrist. That's when the girl realized that the man's family was far from ordinary. The next moment, the man's mother gave her a 2 million yuan red envelope. Seeing this, the man felt heartbroken. But that evening, when he wanted to get back the red envelope and bracelet, the girl acted helpless, saying that since she had done him such a big favor, he had to accompany her home to completely resolve the pressure from her family to marry. In order to get back the family heirloom bracelet, the man reluctantly agreed. When they returned to the company to handle some things, the girl's fiancé showed up, demanding an explanation for what had happened the previous day. But the girl stood her ground and declared that the man was her husband, and that they were already in a real marital relationship. The fiancé, unable to take it any longer, decided to beat the woman.